Okay, so the next robot in this mini-series of 5 robots you should build is going to be the Demeter. So I'm wondering how many of you actually guessed that right. I was reading through the comments under my last video, and a couple of you got that right. Speaking of which, if you happen to miss my videos on the Ravana, Fenrir and Skyros, definitely check them out. I do go over things like, which modules to use, weapon setups, drones, pilot skills, and I think it can help a lot of players, especially those building up their hangars. And I'm going to do the same thing here with the Demeter as well. So all the builds I'm going to kind of recommend as far as weapons go can be built through Workshop. Okay, so I have thought about you guys. But yeah, why did I pick the Demeter rather than something like, say, the Mender? Which, by the way, the Mender can heal all the way back up to 100% with Marie Leclerc. The only thing is, at the lower levels, I think the Demeter might survive for longer because of the Absorber Shield. Now, you have to think, if your Demeter is like, say, MK1 level 9 and you go up against like MK2 or MK3 maxed out players, the Demeter can actually block all of that damage with the Absorber Shield. The Mender, on the other hand, is probably going to get smoked. But that's one of the benefits of the Demeter. And, I know this because I do run it on my baby account. If you're not familiar with that series, check that out. But yeah, I do run it, on that account, and it works really well. The other thing, too, is you can teleport, across the map with the Demeter. You can help your teammates. You can protect them with that Absorber Shield. And that, to me, is worth more in terms of value than the Mender can, even though it can heal all the way back up to 100%. So, yeah, that's kind of the reason why I picked the Demeter. There's a number of different ways you can actually go about this. Some players prefer the Meter pilot. I prefer the Jerry Fortune pilot. Okay, so I do have the Jerry Fortune pilot over here. But I do want to go into detail as far as the builds go. So I think let's start off with that. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Havoc build here. This build's a very damage-driven build designed to take out heavy tanks. Okay, so if you are dealing with things like Fenrirs, Invaders, even Archo-Kachis, this can do a lot of damage to them if they aren't careful. So we have 2 nuclear amplifiers on your last stand, unstable conduit. You could change this for advanced repair. It's not going to really matter as much as you think. Then you want a damage drone. Okay, so that would be things like the Kestrel. You could also use the Shy, although this isn't really a damage drone, but that can work. The Beak would be another really good one. And I guess you could use Paralysis, although you aren't really going to be locking players down with this. And I would say maybe the Whiteout might be an interesting one, because the thing with the Whiteout, usually when you teleport to your teammates, they are under heavy fire. Okay, so if you teleport to them and this thing goes off, you're going to EMP all the, enemy players around your teammate. And if you have sonic weapons and your nuclear amps are charged up, you can end up doing a ton of damage to them. So, I think this might be another option as well. Okay, so let me just go back here. And for this build, the Jerry Fortune pilot. So this pilot I actually prefer, and I do run this on my baby account. If you take a look at the description here, after teleportation, the Demeter and all allies in range deal increased damage of 20%. So it's pretty much like a free death mark every time you teleport or you use your ability. That's a pretty nasty build if you have sonic weapons on. So we're going to take a look at some gameplay now of this build so you can see it in action. And then we're going to take a look at the next build, which is going to be the Mace build. Okay, so we are dealing with a Fenrir. We're going to do this. And like I said, this is designed to do a lot of damage to tanks. Take a look at his Fenrir. And he should be almost dead. There we go. Nice. We just have to be careful of any kind of scorpions. I think this guy might be a scorpion, right? Yep. Okay, so we killed him as well. We have an Archo-Kachi up top here. We should probably be careful of him. So he did use his ability. I'm going to teleport to this guy. He should... Whoa, I got locked down. He should stay close to me. Okay, so this guy's trying to corner shoot. I think he's kind of careful because of the sonic weapons. They can do a lot of damage. Take a look at that. There we go. He used his ability. So I'm gonna do that. I'm blocking him completely, and that should be able to kill him. There we go. Let's move this way. I think that's an angler, right? And he doesn't see me either. There we go. Let me just teleport to this teammate of mine. Help him out. Last stand on that guy. Trying to hit him here. If I can get the same height. There we go. The Demeter here, this guy's ability is going to end, so I might be able to kill him. We're doing a lot of damage to him, and we managed to kill that Archokachi. There's someone here on this right side, but I need to get this beacon first. And we took out that Imugi as well. Uh-oh. Okay, so this guy did get me. I have to kind of be very careful. They have a Erebus around the corner here. So hold on. Let's get the beacon first. We're going to block his shots. There we go. There's someone above me. This guy here. And there goes the Aphian. Someone around the corner here. Look at those sonic weapons. Godlike. Okay, and the next build I have here is the Mace build. So this build's very powerful, actually very good at knocking down Aegis shields. So if you're dealing with things like Typhon or like Mars, this might be a build that you want to consider. So in terms of modules, I do have 2 nuclear amplifiers, last stand, unstable conduit. Which drones would I use for a build like this? The Shy, Armadillo. I think Beak could work. Paralysis would be another one. Kestrel. Okay, so I think I would stick with those. I don't know if I would use Whiteout. I'm sure it can work, but I think I would stick with the ones I just mentioned. And in terms of the pilot and pilot skills, Jerry Fortune, Sharpshooter for the Mace. And those are the skills I would use. And yep, we're going to jump into some gameplay now so you can see just how deadly this build is. Let's try to offer him some support. Ooh, this guy's taking on quite a bit of damage. And there we go. Nice. Trying to keep their shields down back there. Hold up. I'm going to teleport actually into center here. Let's try to get this guy. So you see how quickly I knocked his shield down? I think that was a Mars. I just wanted to heal some of the players here at center. They all left after I had teleported. Yeah, this build's very good against the shell too. Let's try to get this guy. Looking to see who needs some healing. I need to move out. This guy needs to let me through. Let's try to heal this guy up as well. Take out that guy and this guy. What is that? Invader? Rampage. Okay, and the last build I have here is the Igniter build. So another very powerful build. I do run this on my lower level account, the baby account that is, and it's very effective in terms of modules, nuclear amplifier, 2 repair amplifiers, unstable conduit. You could use advanced repair. If you're wondering how come only 1 nuclear amplifier, these weapons charge up the nuclear amplifier a lot faster than say Havoc do. That's why I only have 1 of them. I have the paralysis drone to help lock players down. This way I can do more damage to them, because with flames, sometimes when you're aiming at the target, if they're moving very quickly, you will miss a lot of your shots. So having the paralysis helps. Other drones I would consider using, maybe the Armadillo, the Shy, the Beak, and maybe Kestrel. I don't think I would use Whiteout for this build. I think Whiteout works better with the Havoc. And, you know, just for the sake of this video, I will be using the app meter, although I do think the Jerry Fortune is a better pilot for this build. So the app meter restores your great damage 10%. So you can heal technically all the way back up to 100%. But I do think in the current meta, you know, the Jerry Fortune is probably best. So if you're dealing with like a lot of Ocho Kochis, you know, if you do teleport to your teammates, when that Ocho Kochi's ability ends, everyone pretty much has a death mark, you know, on that Ocho Kochi, which I think is very valuable in the current meta. Ocho Kochi, we might be able to lock him down. We should try to get these side beacons though. I thought this player on my team was going to get this beacon. I guess not. Let's maybe go to this side. Yeah, this player around the corner, I think he's gonna try to get me. It looks like. Okay, I'm gonna put my shield up. There we go. Okay, so he has a harpy, but the thing is, he's gonna have to drop at some point. And if I can lock him down, we can kill him. Okay, so he's locked, and there we go. Let's try to take out this Typhon. There we go. And this guy's gonna get locked. He's gonna get roasted too. Just use the heal. If I lock him down, yep, he's gone. That's where the paralysis comes in handy. Now let's try to get this Revenant here. We're gonna cook this guy up. There's nothing you can do about it either. There we go. Okay, so before I end things here, just a couple of things which I wanted to mention as far as pilots go, because I know a lot of players are going to be asking me. I prefer the Jerry Fortune over the app meter. Now, even on my baby account, I use Jerry Fortune. Knowing that my weapons are lower level, it actually boosts up the damage for those weapons every time I use my ability. So I prefer the Jerry Fortune. As far as the builds go, I think if you are in high level champion, I would say stick with the Havoc. But as far as like anything lower than like Expert League, any of the builds that I showed in today's video would work. And I think that pretty much sums it up. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, one more thing, which robot do you think is going to be the last robot in this mini series? And with that said, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. And until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.